Welcome to World of Kindness, the place where real stories remind us that humanity is still very much alive. Today's story is about a small decision that turned into something no one could have ever expected. It all started on a cold evening, on a quiet highway, the kind where every car passes like a ghost in the night. Michael, just a regular office worker, was heading home after a long, draining shift. The last thing he wanted was another delay. As he drove, he noticed something unusual, a broken-down car on the side of the road. One car sped past, then another and another. It was clear no one wanted to get involved. But Michael, for some reason, felt a pull. He slowed down, his headlights illuminating the scene. Inside the car sat an elderly man, shivering, worried, and looking completely alone. Michael could see the anxiety etched on his face. He pulled over, got out of his warm car, and walked up to the driver's side window. He tapped gently on the glass. The man rolled it down, a look of surprise on his face. Michael asked gently, "Sir, are you okay? Need some help?" The old man nodded, a bit embarrassed. He explained that his phone had died, the tire was flat, and to make matters worse, he had no idea how to fix it. He was stranded, with no way to call for help. Michael didn't think twice. Without a moment's hesitation, he said, "Don't worry, I can help you with that." He rolled up his sleeves and started working. The cold wind was biting, blowing against his face, and his hands quickly became numb. But he kept going, focused on the task. He jacked up the car, unscrewed the lug nuts, and wrestled the flat tire off. It was a struggle, but he was determined. 20 long, cold minutes later, the spare tire was on, secure and ready to go. The old man had been watching him the entire time, silent and thoughtful. As Michael finished up, wiping his greasy hands on a rag, the old man stared at him with watery eyes. His voice was soft, almost a whisper. "You didn't have to stop," he said, his gratitude palpable. Michael just smiled back, a genuine warm smile. Sometimes he replied, "We just need someone to show up." It was a simple statement, but it held a universe of meaning. He thought that was the end of it, a good deed done for the night. He was about to wish the man a safe journey and head home. But then came the twist that would leave Michael completely shocked. The elderly man reached inside his coat and pulled out a small, plain envelope. He held it out to Michael. "This isn't for now," he said, his voice firm but kind. "Open it when you get home." Michael was confused, tried to refuse, saying he didn't need anything, but the old man insisted. Respectfully, Michael accepted the envelope, placing it in his pocket, still puzzled by the strange request. He helped the man get back into his car, made sure he was all right, and then drove off, the encounter replaying in his mind. Hours later, Michael was finally home, sitting in his favorite armchair, the warmth of his living room a stark contrast to the cold highway. He remembered the envelope. Curious, he pulled it out and carefully opened it. Inside, he found two things, a handwritten letter and a check. His heart skipped a beat. He unfolded the letter first. The handwriting was elegant, a bit shaky. It read, "30 years ago I lost my wife on a night just like this. We were stranded, and a stranger stopped to help me. It's the only person who cared. He swore that if anyone ever helped me again in my moment of need, I would return the kindness tenfold. Thank you for being that person today." Michael's eyes were wide with emotion as he read the words. It was a powerful story, a promise kept across decades. Then his gaze fell to the check. He froze. The number written on it was staggering $10,000. Michael couldn't believe it. He read it again and again, thinking it had to be a mistake. $10,000 for changing a tire? A simple act of kindness, something he had done without expecting anything in return, had come back in a way he never, ever could have imagined. He was just an ordinary guy, and this felt like something out of a movie. The next morning, driven by an unshakable curiosity, Michael drove back to the same stretch of road. Had to know more. Was the man okay? Was he even real? But when he got there, there was nothing. The old man, his car, everything gone. There were no marks on the shoulder, no sign that anyone had ever been there. It was almost as if the night itself had created him, just to test humanity, to see if anyone would stop. Was he an angel? A ghost from the past? Michael never found out. He never saw the old man again. But what he learned that night stayed with him forever. That kindness isn't just about changing someone else's day. Sometimes, it has the power to change your own destiny. What do you think? Was the old man a real person or something more? Let us know in the comments below. We believe that every act of kindness, big or small, sends a ripple through the universe. Michael's story is a beautiful reminder of that. It shows us that you never know how your actions will affect others or how they might come back to you. The world can feel like a dark place sometimes, but there are always flickers of light, moments of pure, selfless humanity that prove goodness is all around us. Michael didn't stop for a reward. He stopped because it was the right thing to do. In doing so, he not only changed a man's night, but also his own life. This is the kind of story that reminds us to be the person who stops, to be the person who asks, "Are you okay?" To be the person who shows up. You might not get a check for $10,000, but you will receive something far more valuable, the knowledge that you made a difference. And that in itself is a reward beyond measure. Thank you for watching this story from World of Kindness. If it touched your heart, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more real stories that restore our faith in humanity. Till next time, be kind.